This is Simran Bajaj from East Mojo, and today we are standing at a unique school on the outskirts of Guwahati in Pamohi. The school is called Akshar Forum. And you know why it's unique? Because they accept 25 packets of plastic instead of school fees for your students. You know what they do of those plastics? They make these. These are eco bricks, which help the students get a good education as well as earn a minimum labor wage. Let's find out more about the school, the education, and the infrastructure today.
Part of our design, the school is designed to help students combat poverty. And our strategy for that is to develop multiple social enterprises in the school that serve the dual purpose of employing teenage students. The teenage students need to earn some money part-time, otherwise their families demand that they drop out of school and go get a job. And that's a common problem throughout India. So we wanted to develop a secondary school where these teenagers can earn some money while they're learning. We call it earning while learning. And one such social enterprise, we have an animal shelter for helping stray puppies, which also employs the teens and they earn some money. And another one is the recycling center. So we have a recycling center on campus. The campus recycling center employs teenagers to process the plastic into bricks. This helps the teenagers earn enough money to stay in school, at the same time address a major problem in the community. So when parents brought their kids to enroll them, we told them, look, there's no school fees, but we'll accept your student on the condition that you participate in this recycling enterprise and that you pledge never to burn plastic anymore. They sign these pledges and they send approximately 25 packets of plastic each week from their home to be recycled in the school.
We were trying to start a school since 2013. My husband Mazin, he had come from New York to start a school in Lakhimpur, and I was also associated with that. We were planning to start a different kind of school, and we were hoping to work in an existing school, but that did not work out. So after that, we decided to start a school in this area because we have the land, so it was easier for us to get started here. And the main purpose, like, we want to educate children. We feel that the best way to help the society is to educate the next generation. So if we can educate the next generation, then it's like we can actually build the society forward. So that's why we wanted to focus on education.
So I was born in New York, born and raised, and I was working on some education reform efforts in New York. And a friend of mine in New York goes by the name of Tej Hazarika. And he's the son of Dr. Bhupen Hazarika, who's a legendary folk singer of Assam. And my friend Tej in Brooklyn, he was on the board of a charity school in Upper Assam. And he told me, he sent me to reform this school in Upper Assam in 2013. And just before I left New York, he told me I have to meet Professor Alika Sharma and her daughter Parmita Sharma. So while we were working on projects in Upper Assam, we realized we have the exact same goals in developing schools. And the three of us formed Akshar together in 2013.
When we first started the school, we had like 20 students and half of them were child laborers. They were working in the stone quarries around the area. So they used to come to drop off the younger siblings to the school. So when we saw them, we asked them if you would want to come to the school, and then they told us that they earn money when they go to work. So we were trying to come up with an idea where we can employ them in the school so that they are also motivated to come to school and learn at the same time. So then we started paying. First of the older kids who first came to school, we taught them in like a month or two. Once they learned the basics, we employed them to teach the younger ones. And that motivated them to keep coming to school.
My name is Arnav and I work here as an acting principal. I have been here for about 1.5 years. The education model here is a bit different. We don't have a formal pass or fail or half yearly annual examinations. What we do is we check each student's level, like actual level, for each subject. For example, if a kid, suppose he or she is very good in maths, but struggling with language. So in maths, that kid will sit in a higher level, which is like level 5, level 4. But in English, he or she can be in level 2. So same day, they will switch levels. So it's called we call it leveled learning. And how do we promote? We take Friday, every Friday we take tests very rigorously. Not, rigorous for the students, but for teachers, it's very detailed. So that we can actually analyze. So after every 3-4 months, we'll analyze the data. And if a child is doing very good in maths, so that child can move forward. If a child is doing, struggling in a particular topic, and that topic is being taught in a lower level, so that child will be put in a lower level for couple of months, learn that again, and come back.
Hi, आपका नाम क्या है?
মোৰ নাম ৰিনাল ফাংচো
এতিয়া কোনটো লেভেলত আছে আপুনি?
মই এতিয়া লেভেল 8
এতিয়া কি কৰাই আছে এতিয়া?
এতিয়া এনে মেথছাপ টাইম মই এনে ইংলিছ পঢ়াওঁ আমি সৰু ছোৱালীবিলাকক এতিয়া পঢ়াই আছোঁ ফ্ৰুটৰ বিষয় ফ্ৰুটৰ নাম
আপোনাৰ নাম কি?
বিগ্ৰাই বসুমতাৰী
এইটো ভैया ভালকে পঢ়াইছে না? দাদা ভালকে পঢ়াইছে না? তো সেইটো কোনটো ফ্ৰুট নামটো কৈ দিয়া?
বেনানা
আৰু নেক্সট
পাইনাপল
নেক্সট
পিয়াৰ
নেক্সট
অৰেঞ্জ
নেক্সট
গ্ৰেপছ
নেক্সট
চেৰি আপেল কিৱি
A lot of these students, like their families depend on them to earn money. So these boys, they were required from their home to go and make money. It was like parents were like, why are you wasting your time going to school when you can get like 200 to 250 rupees a day? So it took us like a long time to convince the parents, but this, they were getting paid at the school a little bit. So that helped them cover their own expenses, like whatever their own requirements were, they were able to meet it. So the parents understood that and they stopped sending them for work.
We pay them per bottle. Our project manager for the recycling center can tell you the exact figure, but I think it's about 18 rupees for each bottle that a student makes. They can make 4 or 5 bottles in an hour, so they earn a decent amount sometimes by working in this plant, and that gives them enough earnings to stay in school. Our real priority is how can we have these teens earn enough money while developing the community, enough money to stay in school and finish their education.
আমি দুখীয়া মানুহ আমি দামী স্কুলত পঢ়াব নোৱাৰোঁ আৰু প্ৰাইভেট স্কুলত চৰকাৰী স্কুলত লগালেও গাড়ী ভাড়া দি যাব লাগে সেইকাৰণে আমি এতিয়া আজি ইংলিছ মিডিয়ামত ছাৰহঁতে ফ্ৰীকৈ পঢ়ায় খোৱা লোৱা দিয়ে আৰু কাপোৰ কানিও দিয়ে পঢ়া শুনা গোটাই ফ্ৰী আমি বহুত ভাল পাইছোঁ আৰু ছাৰহঁতক এহঁতে ফ্ৰীকৈ পঢ়াইছে পঢ়াৰ লগত এনেকুৱা খেলা ধূলা বল খেলা আৰু এনেকুৱা ব্যায়াম কৰা ডান্স নাচা গীত গোৱা গোটাই শিকায় আৰু তাৰপিছত এইটো প্লাষ্টিকটো লৈ যায় বটলত ভৰাই কিনে এটা ইটা বনায় সেইটো মতেদি সিহঁতে ৱাল গাঁঠি কিনে কিবা কিবি ৰুই এনেকুৱা কৰে
draw a lot of inspiration from the model of education in countries like Finland, where the focus is more on fun and engaging education and on building skills. The parents in the community here were suspicious of our new system. They didn't approve of our not beating children. They would often complain that, please beat our children. So there was a lot of resistance at first, and we had to drag students into the school. Of course, they were happy to come because it was a lot of fun, but we had to drag the parents into it.
We have worksheets, our own worksheets for the primary school, and after that we start doing Cambridge worksheets to learn how to read English. Once the students can read and write comfortably in English, they start doing NIES, National Institute of Open School. So our class 10 students will be taking the National Institute of Open School exam.
We have a kind of a syllabus for the open school. The flexibility is we can actually choose subjects. We can actually select whichever subject that they are comfortable with, and they have an option for vocational subjects as well. In that case, what we do is we see the child, and if the child is good in maths, for example, we'll take maths, and we'll the level 9 and 10, what we do is we specifically take those topics and we teach them. And then if someone is struggling in math, it doesn't, we don't force them. We don't force them to take that subject for the board exam. It's a bit pressure for them. So what we do is we choose another subject, we take the syllabus out. Till that time, till level 8, we try to prepare them in a way so that they are ready for those 2 years.
We believe plastic is quite effective, and for people in low-income situations, they need to buy food in plastic packets. So what we would entreat people to do is continue using plastic, but make sure it's disposed responsibly. If it's being dumped into waterways or it's being burned into the atmosphere, that's just creating a harmful environment for our children in the future. It's creating a harmful environment for us, and it doesn't benefit everyone. So I would ask everyone to participate in responsibly disposing of plastic waste.